Alright, hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy 8 Brian. I know many of you are wondering where the hell have I been all these past months with my pickups, flea market or whatever. Well, of course, with COVID, um, flea markets aren't really my thing anymore. I do a lot of toy shops, occasionally a thrift shop here or there, some stuff I score on eBay, but now I just kind of try to find like cheap scores at like local toy shops and stuff like that. And I know a lot of good local ones where I can pick up some pretty cool stuff pretty cheap. But honestly, I haven't been to a flea market since July, so it just still kind of skis me out too much to be around so many people. Whatever your opinions are and everything in the world going on today, just makes me a little bit nervous. Other than that, I know my videos have been sporadic to say the least, and I am sorry for that, guys. I know it seems like every time I'm making a video, I'm apologizing for my sporadic videos, but I am just working so much at my job right now. We're really short-staffed, and I'm not going to get into a whole huge hop on a soapbox sob story, but it's just I'm exhausted, and some days it's like I just want to relax. I want to put out videos for you guys, but it's like 2 to 3 hours worth of editing, and that's why I do like a quicker format now, where it's just me, and like my hands in front of the camera, and I'm like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" And I still absolutely will do those detailed, in-depth reviews, but it's just, I think maybe they'll be like once a month now. I would like to bring comic reviews back, but I don't know if I have the time for that because that's a huge amount of editing, taking pictures of all the frames and then trying to narrate dialogue over top of the comic, doing history to give you guys or newer viewers like an idea of like, oh, who is the Spectre? Who are the Watchers? Who is the Phantom? And that takes a lot of work. But here I am, I'm still after everything with Kappa from last year and now everything with COVID and 2020. My channel is still here. I am not going away. I've said that time and time again, and I am still here. I will not turn into a channel, that puts out one video a year or just dies and dries up. Not going to happen. I'm still always going to be here one way or another. So I don't know what to call this. I'm just going to call this my pickups catch-up video. I'm not even going to say, for the summer or July or August or whatever. This is just going to be a catch-up video. Just a bunch of stuff that I've picked up recently. Got a lot of cool Masters of the Universe stuff. I still do have an Origins special planned. So I'm not really going to show that because it's kind of a moot point because I got the whole line. I really want to do a special where I'm showing the entire line. But even some little secrets I picked up that I kind of knew before anyone else, mentioning a certain castle that we should be seeing coming out with that line. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get into my pickups and where the hell have I been for all these months. So let's check out everything I picked up recently, or not so recently. First off, we'll start off with paperbacks and stuff like that. And like I said, I got a lot of cool He-Man stuff. So obviously, I got a lot of really cool Masters of the Universe Star comics. I had a big collection of these before, but these are a lot of ones with new fun covers that I didn't have, which the art is fantastic for. So here we have Masters of the Universe number 6, and this is with the Blaster Hawk, and you got Battle Cat and Orko. Fighting in Eternia, which is cool. You have one of the towers of Eternia with Skeletor in the Fright Fighter. Hopefully you guys can see that. Amazing cover art. Not necessarily the best reads, but they're sure cool to look at. This one's number 5, where you have Skeletor and He-Man caught in the clutches of Monstroid, which honestly, that should have been the title. I don't know why they didn't put that on the title of this book, but just awesome. Another really cool cover. And this one's kind of unusual too, which is what I like. This is number 7 here, and this is actually a Marvel, one with a Marvel logo. Some of them will just say Star, and some of them will have a different Marvel logo underneath. And this is He-Man battling Ninjor and Blast Attack, and then it's like, well, who's that in the background? And I'm guessing it's Faker. I don't know. I actually haven't read this yet, but that's so cool. Like they're referencing, some of the more rare and obscure figures like Blast Attack and Ninjor. So another cool cover. This one's fun too. Number 9, Masters of the Universe, with He-Man saying, "Orko, don't! If you destroy Hordak, you'll destroy yourself." Which is kind of funny to imagine, like Orko would be able to destroy Hordak, but on Trala, he is known as the most powerful sorcerer, wizard, whatever on Trala, so I don't know. Orko gets too much to be made out the snarf of the He-Man series, but he's a powerful little dude. And this is my favorite one that I picked up. Just crazy everything that they got on here. You got Masters of the Universe with Mosquitor saying, "You're doomed, He-Man, and when you fall, so falls Eternia. Beware the menace of Mosquitor." And you got He-Man in his Tower Tools, like hook and grappling line outfit. And then you got Mosquitor, like, fighting him from the sky, and like, wow, like how cool is that? Like Mosquito's such a rare figure to begin with, and then of course you have like the more rare variant with like the Black Venom, and he's pretty much in the same ballpark as like a blackface Grizzlor, and just just seeing anything referenced with him, it's so obscure and just so awesome. Mosquito's always been one of my favorite figures, even though I never had him when I was a kid or whatever, but still really, really cool. I also picked up another comic, but I didn't want to. I have it hanging up, so I didn't want to take it down to show it. I picked up DC Presents number 47, so I'll probably show that next time when I can. It's not so much trouble to unframe and take it down. That's a really rare book I've been trying to get for a while. That was an eBay pickup that I felt I got at a good price. And also I got some other cool books too. I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, book 2 by Eastman Laird. So that's another kind of like compilation book. And this was a great, great read. Just such awesome, awesome artwork. And I love the original Eastman and Laird books with like their black and white art. And even with their later colored in black and white cells, they look really great. And this I got, which was really freaking awesome. This could have been one of my finds of the month, and probably should be. I won't even say finds of the month. It's one of my best pickups. This is a Panini She-Ra Princess of Power sticker album. How cool is that? There's the front cover. And you can see it like that with both sides. And it's about 50% full with stickers. So how freaking awesome is that? You got like, there's so many good ones. There's a really good one with Hordak in here I want to show. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there you go. There's one. You got like Leech and Mantenna in the bottom right corner. You got a lot of nice ones too with like Orko and like He-Man. Let me see, where is the one with Hordak? Yeah, there's some ones with like Orko and He-Man. Really would have been amazing if the whole thing would have been filled up, but still really, really cool. Yeah, these are nice. Look at this. You got like a whole big picture with like Leech, Grizzlor, and Mantenna, and what is it, Scorpina or whatever. And then you got Hordak, like all down in the bottom there. Like these are great. So that's awesome. And then still sticking with He-Man stuff, I found well, I guess I'll still continue into other like She-Ra stuff. I also picked up a sealed She-Ra Princess of Power riding Swiftwind puzzle. Which these are just awesome to display. They look so great. Very nice. And then 2 other He-Man puzzles. You got one with Skeletor fighting Fisto, and He-Man fighting Cobra Khan on a log with a waterfall in the background. Really, really fantastic pictures. And these were all cheap. They were like, I think 10 or 15 bucks, which, I mean, personally, I don't think that's that bad. And then I got another one too, where you got Battle Armor, He-Man versus Battle Armor Skeletor with Buzz Off, and like just some random dragon that I guess he's probably having. You don't see Beast Man, but I would think he's there somewhere controlling the dragon. And this one's open and complete, so I'm going to put this together and frame it, which will be really cool. I only paid like $5 for that. So, very nice. And then, other He-Man stuff, because geez, I got a ton of He-Man stuff this month. I mean, I think this is it, but still, I got a lot of He-Man stuff. This is really cool. This is a He-Man, like, bubble bath, like, shampoo bottle. Isn't that crazy? That's just so cool looking. Just displays really nice, I think. And it has, like, the soft head. Like, you can totally, which looks crazy, but you can take off, like, the head, and it's, like, squishy, just like they have the hard head and the soft head He-Man and Skeletor figures. So it's funny, like, the rest of it's, like, just all, like, plastic, but then that's, like, a real action figure head that they just put on as the cap, which is really neat. And I think that was only, like, $8 or something, so that's honestly pretty cheap, I think, for just one of those little weird Masters of the Universe oddities. And then this I picked up, too. Actually, these two things were flea market finds from the last time that I went. I already had the shield, so I'll count this in with Masters of the Universe stuff. This is, I don't remember her name, but this is one of the Golden Girls figures, and they were like knockoffs of like She-Ra. And what's neat about them is they have like metal shields and like weapons and accessories, and they just really look good when you pair them up with She-Ra figures and Skeletor and Snake Mountain. They really complement well. And that shield is pretty badass. Very cool. She looks like she does not mess around. And then I also got this guy, which I thought was neat. This is like I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but they're like battle trolls or not bad, like army trolls or something. And like, check this dude out. Isn't he crazy? I was just like, man, he's really wild and wacky. And he was a couple of bucks. He didn't cost very much at all. So really neat. Very cool. And then some other miscellaneous finds. I picked up this guy. I don't know what the heck he is, but he kind of looks like he's from a horror movie or like some sci-fi movie or something. It's like this little purple guy with no face and this weird like mummy or like robot futuristic spacesuit. And just check that out. That's kind of like so film noir and like creepy, like really cool. Like those old like Twilight Zone films, like spaceman with no face, like wanders the universe or something, like really crazy. So I was like, oh man, that's cool. Don't know what the heck it is, but it's neat. I mean, I don't think there's even a marking on it anywhere. It looks like it might have been part of like a board game or something, but I'm not even sure about that, just because, I don't know, just the way that it's made, I can't imagine a board game with some faceless futuristic mummy. I mean, I don't know who you're marketing that to. And then also, this was really cool. I picked up a soundtrack from music from the motion picture of Wayne's World cassette. How cool is that? Hopefully you guys can see that. I know the glare is going to be brutal, but yeah, really neat. Wayne's World, excellent. And then another weird cassette that I picked up. You don't see these much. I don't even have a player, but when I do pick one up, or at least I don't think I have one, I might, and just may have forgotten I have one. I don't know. I have so much stuff, I can't even keep track of it anymore. But a Tiger 2XL tape. Sports World. Like, I could give a damn about sports unless it's like Michael Jordan or something from the 80s or 90s. That'd be kind of cool if that was like on there with questions like that. I haven't given this a listen to. I don't even know if it would play on a regular tape player, but I was like, oh, that's odd. You don't see 2XL tapes very often. And then this was cool too. I got this for like $2 or $3. And it actually still has the candy inside of it. It is a Rocketeer candy container. How neat is that, huh? And on the bottom too, I believe it has, yeah, it has the KB Toys price sticker on there, 3 for $1. I think these were originally like, yeah, 69 cents. So I guess after the popularity, like the Rocketeer faded down, some managers like, oh man, we got to get rid of all this crap. Just put them 3 for $1. So funny, but just so cool. Rocketeer is a cool movie, but it's a weird movie. It's like, it's very niche. It's a very, very niche film. It's not that it's bad, but it's just, I don't know. It's one of those movies you're either gonna get it and you're not gonna get, or you're not gonna get it. It kind of falls in the realm of like the Dick Tracy movie. Then another random find. This was cool. I paid 15 for this, which I don't think was bad because it's weird and unusual. And it's this little vintage Pac-Man gumball machine. How neat is that? I love Pac-Man. It was one of the very first video games I ever played. Not in the arcade, but on my dad's Atari 800 XL that he bought for the family, which I can sadly say mine is in need of repair. It's not my original, but... anyway, so I love Pac-Man stuff. And I just thought this was really kitschy and cool. Just a really great design, so that's fun. And then I also picked up, I haven't tested him out yet, but this is from the Tonka GoBots line. This is one of the, I believe he's called like a Mega GoBot or a Power GoBot or something. He's not one of the Super GoBots, but this is Zod. And now he takes, I believe, like 3 C batteries. And then like the front part like moves up and down, and you can push this button here, like on the side, and like he'll go like forwards and backwards, and like his mouth will open and stuff. And the terminals look really clean, and I want to test him out. I think he was only like $5, which isn't bad. He's supposed to have like a pole, I guess, that way you can hit the button from a distance. I don't understand what the purpose of that is, but he usually goes for about $20 or $30 in this shape, so I thought that was a reasonable deal. And then this was cool. You'd never see this line of toys out and about, really anywhere, barely even at conventions. And I did have a lot of these toys growing up as a kid. And that's Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. This is the Trailblazer. Again, the battery terminals look really clean. I haven't got a chance to test it yet. Now, aside from the guns that would be mounted on the top, and although I don't know how many this would have came with, because the point of that toy line was that you could switch out the wheels, like the gold, kind of tricked out wheels and guns, and put them on different vehicles. That was the point of it. So aside from that, it's only missing, there's a back tailgate that would open down, fold down, but it's complete. And this was like, I got everything in a lot. There's actually one thing I kind of forgot to show that I'll show next time. But, like, I got everything for, like, $25. So this came to, like, $7. Which is crazy. So, I mean, it's not really worth that much if I find the rest of the components and stuff. But it's just, I've only seen at conventions, like, Wheeled Warriors stuff, like, twice. So this is, like, the third time I've ever actually seen, like, third or fourth time I've ever seen, like, in the wild, Wheeled Warriors. And I say that because a lot of these toy stores that I go to, they're not really like your typical like retro collecting store. A lot of them, like he has just weird antiques and stuff. It's this guy called Joys and Toys in Hatboro, PA. So shout out, I believe his name is Paul, is the owner of the store there. And you just have to dig through like bins and stuff. And sometimes stuff doesn't have prices. And I've gotten stuff crazy cheap there. But hang on a second, folks. That is not all. Let me show my most ridiculous, never in a million years thought I would find this epic. This is probably find of the year. So, drum roll. Sword of Omens, give me playsets beyond playsets. That is right. Your eyes do not deceive you. This is the cat's lair. I could not believe that I saw this in one of my local toy stores. Now, it is not complete, obviously, as you can see right off the bat. It is missing one door. It's also missing the mutant laser cannon, one of the gates. It's missing a bunch of stuff, but it's probably about 70 to 75% complete, which isn't bad. And I think I only paid, I got this in a lot with other stuff. I only paid like $110 for this, like after everything was said and done, which is crazy because shells like this, let me show you the back side. So it's missing the battery cover, it's missing the trap door, little light sticker wear, but overall it's still in really, really good shape. And I mean, even that aside, when the hell do you ever see a cat's lair? And I see shells like this that are less complete than this go from anywhere to like a completely stripped down bare bones shell with nothing, going from like 80 to like 300. So like in this condition, this is easily worth between like 300 to 400 just in its present shape. Just because A, number one, someone could use this for parts, and B, number two, just the absurd rarity. Like, you do not see cat's lairs anywhere. It's in the realm of like Inspector Gadget toys, rares, and like the Dr. Claw vehicle and the Gadget Mobile, like the Filmation, Ghostbusters house. Like, you're in that type of realm of rareness when you get into like cat's lair, Eternia, obviously, you know, which is only really one step up above, you know, finding a cat's lair. So yeah, how crazy is this, right? A freaking cat's lair. I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes, and I saw it up on the top shelf, and I saw he had a price at $135. We negotiated, I got the price down, bundled it with some other stuff, and I was like, oh, can I see that? Because I was like, oh my god, I'm like, that price has to be wrong. I'm like, that's crazy. I wanted to make sure that like I just got it before he was like, oh yeah, this is priced wrong. And I was like, no, I'm like, this is expensive as hell, but I was like, this is coming home with me. This is epic. So unbelievable. Never thought in my life that I would ever own a cat's lair. Yeah, it needs some love, needs some work, but come on, are you kidding me? It's a cat's lair. I have a cat's lair. That's freaking amazing. So really cool, without a doubt, my absolute undisputed find of the year. Just ridiculous. Sit him down there nice and careful like. And alright guys, that's gonna do it. That's gonna get me caught up with all my major finds, aside from maybe one or two things that I maybe just kind of slipped my mind that I forgot and left out over all these months. I hope you guys are all staying safe. If you do go to flea markets, please stay safe. None of these toys are worth anybody getting sick over, or, you know, just be careful, you know, regardless of how you feel. I think people should wear masks, you know, be careful out there. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm definitely going to try to be a lot more consistent with my videos coming up in the future. Got a whole month long of fun-filled Halloween videos coming up, so I've got them planned out for the whole month. I hope I can get my Origins line video out soon as well. So, you know, don't worry guys, won't be some crazy 2 or 3 month absence and you won't see me again. I'm around. It's just takes some planning to get these done. I don't know how many of these pickups videos I'll have coming up in the future, but as I get them and I feel like I have enough to do a video, I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. Because, like last year, I was hitting up flea markets all the time. Now with COVID, or we're getting into the winter, flea markets are shutting down. Obviously, I'm not going out every weekend like I wasn't before, so I don't have like these huge mammoth hauls of finds to show like I used to. So I'm just going to do, once I feel like I have enough stuff, maybe every other month or so, that's when I'll try to do a video from now on. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing all my pickups from the past couple of months. Like I said, please stay safe. Share comments down below, you know, on the King of Retro Facebook page, on my Twitter page. You know, definitely send me pictures. Put my link out there for other nerds and geeks to see and subscribe and, share stories and, how has things been for you with collecting? How have things changed? Are you finding better deals, or how's everybody handling that? I'm really curious about that. So, again, thanks guys for tuning in and stick with me. I'll be seeing you real soon. Take care, guys. Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time.